Good morning, YouTube. We didn't start without you. We just started right now. And Rachel might have said hi already. But yeah, so the Jesus lighting this morning. Yeah. And just so you know, I was literally running around with my computer and I was all set. And there's downstairs, there's this there's like a lot of like chairs set up so people can talk, but there's one where it's a set of 2 ski lift chairs. It was so cute. And I was all set up to go and it was real quiet. There's nobody down there. And I was just about to hit live and then all of this music started playing and I was like, that's the other thing I fight, cold and music. I was like, real quick, would it be possible for you to just turn it off or just down to almost off? And she was like, that's okay. She goes, but you can go upstairs. And I said, okay. So I run around. I'm usually like by 6:30, I was like, let's do this. And then I run around with a computer just around places, just trying to find a spot. Yes, just in the middle of a park. Yeah, but it's so beautiful. So today is my last day in Breckenridge. Yeah, finding a spot isn't as easy as it looks. Yeah, buenos dias, YouTube. Mm-hmm. Michaela, good morning on the YouTube. What kind of place says no to a guest? All of them. Most of them say no. People like the music. I enjoy the music. But YouTube's got and Facebook got something to say about it. So anyway. So how is everybody? Is it it's only Tuesday. I say as if I'm completely stressed out in Breckenridge. I'm not. But I think the problem is, did you ever notice as a mom that even if you are on vacation, your problems still find you? Do you know what I'm talking about? Anybody? Like your kids still have your phone number. Mistake. They call you with problems. And then you can't really help because you're across the country. You just go, well, I'll be home tomorrow to assist with all of the things that you're saying. Mm-hmm. Girl, Gabby, they follow you. Mm-hmm. I don't think mom's ever really gonna be, yeah, I'm not gonna complain. But I'm gonna. I mean, let's be honest. Um, how is it possible that it's only Tuesday? I know, look at all these layers I have. I have 12 layers because in New Jersey it's 90 degrees. Look, I'm hot now. In Jersey it's 90 degrees. Here it's 30. It's 35 this morning. So when you get dressed here, you gotta dress like you gonna be somewhere hot by 5 o'clock. So it has been a whole thing. Good morning, Carol. Um, so yesterday I took a bike ride. Now let me tell you about this bike ride. 90 degrees in California. When ask me where something was in Home Depot, I have to say you'll have to ask someone who works at Carrie. Jim used to do that all the time. We'd be driving to some store. He'd be like, "What time is the store closed?" I'm like, "Oh, well, at our meeting last night, my manager said, I don't know. I don't. What? Am I your personal concierge? I don't work. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 No, that's a thing. But I do that to people all the time. I'm not gonna lie. I act like everyone's my concierge. I'm like, listen, if I wanted to get honey in this, where would I get it? I'll just ask strangers. And you know what's so funny is people be like, let me look. I almost got in a fight with an Uber driver. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. How many people here use Uber like a lot? I would say I use it more often than most because I travel a lot. Here's my number one rule for Uber. If you are ever taking an Uber, they'll tell you, check the license plate, okay? And I've never Ubered. Carrie, how you kidding? How you live? What? Never been in an Uber. are you guys talking about? Annette, what, do you guys go anywhere? I've, okay. Where are we? Cassia, I've never lifted. I've never Ubered either. We're gonna go on an Uber trip. I don't know what, and you know what? We're not gonna plan anything. We're just gonna meet. I'll be like, it's gonna be like a Where's Waldo? Like it's gonna be like one of our trips. First time Uber was in Texas. I've never been none around here. Roxanne, you must live in the middle of nowhere because I have been to places that don't have Uber and it's the desert. I've never, never. Oh, what? I don't have. What's happening? Where are we? Is this place real? Am I in an alternate universe? Okay, why are so many people saying they've never Ubered? What? It is. We're going to do an amazing race where I'm just going to drop you all somewhere and I'm going to be like, listen, you all, I think I'm having a stroke. Mary Ju Pendleton is like, I work for Uber. I own Uber. What? I've never Ubered. Okay. Okay, let me just sit here for a second because I can't. What? When you live in the rural, I don't think it's a thing. You're right. Some rural areas, no, for sure. If I travel, I rent a car. I recently got DoorDash, but it's a crap show. Mm-hmm. You've never even seen one. Never been in a taxi. Now you must have strong legs. I don't understand. I don't. My town has 10,000 people. I don't even know we had Uber here. Didn't even know we had it. Some places don't have Uber. We learned that when I was touring because we would wait. We'd order it and we'd wait for like 45 minutes. People are like, "What are you waiting for?" We're like, "Uber." They're like, "There's no Uber here." We're like, "Oh, you didn't need one." Yeah, no. I taught my older relatives how to Uber. I am my husband's Uber if he's drunk. Why do I need Uber when we have car service places in Texas and Brooklyn and the Tracy, Uber is the best. Well, except for this story I'm about to tell you. Okay, well, let's take this story back a bit. And this story is not gonna reach a lot of people because if you guys don't know what Uber is, this story will not be relatable. But let me bring everybody up to speed on what Uber is. My mind is blown. Never Ubered or DoorDash. The story's Junian, I'm sure. You may not want to tell them. You're going to scare them even more. Well, let me tell you about the good things of Uber. So Uber came along as an option besides taxis, especially in New York. If it was like raining in New York, you can't get a taxi. Uber comes along. So there's people like Junian and maybe Mary Drew Pendleton. You have to have a nice, clean car. Not all of them are nice or clean, but you're supposed to. And, they sign on to the app. I don't know. We know what it is. Do we, Becky? Do we? Because I feel like a lot of people don't. So I probably have been in 200 Ubers. So what is DoorDash? Okay. Let me explain Uber and then I'll explain DoorDash. Uber moves people around, but it's people driving people. DoorDash is the Uber of food. So they pick up your food for you. Like, okay, girl, you just got broke up with. Okay, you crying, you look real bad, your eyes are swollen, you barely have underwear on. I don't know. That's some people here. Okay. But you want fried chicken. Of course. You're not going to go out and get your own fried chicken. So you call up DoorDash and you order fried chicken and somebody will pick it up for you, bring it to your door, maybe judge you when you open the door. And I've never Ubered and I don't use the Amazon. Okay. Robin's an alien. I can't even. and then you tip them and they go away. I don't DoorDash because I'm positive people spit in my food. I mean, I don't know why I eat out either, but whatever. Best DoorDash. Okay, let me back it up. So there's only really the big rule. The big rule is before you get into a car with an Uber driver, the big deal is that you want to check the license plate. So when it comes up, and I think it's very safe. There's a lot of safety things that have been put into Uber. So you match the license plate to the car. You can share your location. So like anytime I'm in an Uber, I think it automatically shares with my sister, and it'll say like Dina's been picked up at this location. She's arrived at this location. So you can follow. You can have somebody follow. Yeah, whatever. But the other thing that I had learned a long time ago is that besides checking the license plate, I'll always go up to the window. I don't ask from in the car. I won't get in the car until you roll down the passenger window, and I will say, "Who are you here to pick up?" And you don't say, "Are you here to pick up Dina?" You don't tell them your name. They have to give you your name. So they roll down the window, and you say, "Who are you here to pick up?" And then they say, Dina. And I go, "Close enough." And I get in the car. Um, so, yeah, I take a picture of the license plate and send it to my BFF to be safe. Yeah. So this has always been the thing. So, Uber driver, I order it, and you can track it. It'll say, "Oh, they're 4 minutes away." And, you can track where they are so you can meet. It's pretty user friendly. I'm a fan of the Uber. So I needed to Uber to get the rental car, and it's a girl. Now, mind you, majority of the drivers that I get are men. Fine. If I do see women drivers, they're usually during the day. And a lot of them will say it's, good money, especially if you're near like an airport. They'll do like airport runs. Sharon, have a good day today. But anytime that, I'll see a girl, like I'm always like, oh, that makes me feel a little bit more at ease for whatever reason. And I'm sure it probably makes her feel more at ease, right? Fine. Girl pulls up. She's on the driver's side, so she's on this side. So she rolls her window down, and I check the license plate. Okay. And I said, "Who are you here to pick up?" Now, she's all of maybe 24. And maybe she got her seat back like this. She like doing the full lean. I was like, "All right, I got you. You feeling yourself this morning." So I say, "Who are you here to pick up?" She says, "You tell me." I said, "That's not how this works. You're supposed to tell me who you're here to pick up." She goes, "Yeah, you're getting in my car. Why don't you tell me my name?" Well, first of all, I have a son your age, and I would punch him in the face for talking to me like that. So I said, "No, that's not how this works." So, yeah. And I said, "Oh, you should." So I went from like, "Hey," from that Dina. She's like, "Yeah, bad review." So she says, "You're getting in my car. Why don't you tell me?" I said, "Oh, no, that's not how this works." I said, uh, "Are you at least going to tell me your name?" She goes, "Hannah." So, and then I immediately turned into this Dina. I was going to cancel it, but I had to get somewhere. But she got a bad review. She got 0 stars. She got no tip. Mm-hmm. Exactly, Lisa. I thought that is so rude. Like, here I am trying to take care of my state. Why? I was like, "You're the one with the car. If one of us is going to murder somebody, it's the person in the car." I was like, mm-mm. And then I get in the car, right? And she's like, "How's your day going?" That's me. How you gonna ruin the day and then ask me how it's going? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get to be the murderer here, not you. That's what I should have said. Oh, I got in a car. Yeah, because I had murder on the mind back here. And I was like, yeah, yeah, no. I was like, do you not understand murder? Have you never watched Dateline? Okay, so downstairs, they had these overnightos. She says, yeah, my day was fine until you showed up. That's what I should have said. Yeah. You say his name and he says yours. It goes both ways. And I would have been fine. But don't start with, you're getting in my car. Why don't you tell me? No. No. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Then she tried to small talk me. I don't know how I feel about these overnights. So that was my so then the bike ride. Just joined to murder. Mm. Kim said, I lost contact with you for a year. I really enjoyed your show. Kim, thanks. Kim, you're like one of those friends that you don't see in a while. You're like, Dino. It's like that. Kim, welcome. So yesterday, I told you I'm in Breckenridge, down the hill. I thought that was a candle. Oddly smells like candle. And tastes like candle. It's oatmeal. It's not good. So down the hill from Breckenridge, Frisco, then like a place called Dillon, which is like this big, and then Silverthorn. But there's a giant dam. So like you can look at the landscape of this area, and it's so crazy because it'll be like mountain, lake. But like then there's a lake up here, and then there's just a drop. I'm like, shouldn't the water? But there's a dam here. And so like on one side of the dam, beautiful lake. On the other side of the dam, drop to your death. And I was like, So I decided to go for a bike ride on an e-bike. Has anybody ridden an e-bike or understand how this magical bike works? Please don't listen. I don't even know. Why am I asking you? I don't even know what Uber is. I'm gonna be who's ridden an e-bike? I'm gonna answer this myself. Dina, no. I haven't been on a real bike in 30 years. I don't even know what an e-bike. Here comes Carol. She's like, e-bike ? E-bikes aren't all bomb, said Amber. Amber's under 30. I have one, scares the crap out of me. Let me tell you something. A lot of people, Gene, you have one? I have an e-bike, no Uber though. Yep. Nope, no e-bike. Never been on it. I think I would fall off. Today's show is called How Do You Travel? And yeah, apparently most of you don't. Well, let me tell you about an e-bike. So Colorado, or at least this particular area, I had my honeymoon in Dillon. My hubby and I were too broke to travel, so we just took an hour drive and stayed in Dillon for a few days. I'm telling you, Sarah, Dillon is, I don't even know when I was in it or not in it because I just rode my bike through. But the one thing about Colorado, they have a complete infrastructure for just riding bikes. And so we took this trail, but this e-bike. So like you're gonna go up a mountain. You're like, I can't ride a bike up a mountain. They're like, you can't, but with this e-bike you can. You're like, what? Electric bike. It stands for electric bike. So here's how it works. You take a person who can ride a bike, fine. Can she ride up a mountain? Absolutely not. Can she bike 10 miles up and down mountains? No. But if you give her an e-bike, so you sit on the bike and there's a button and you can move. So you can ride in eco mode. If you're in eco mode, you can go 150 miles. So like as you bike, you know how like if you're at the airport and they have those people movers, it's not an escalator. It's just it's just like you take 5 steps and you've gone a mile like that. So in the eco mode, you're biking, but it's like moving you along. I did have a helmet on, yeah. It's like a hybrid, exactly. It's pedal assist is probably the right word. Thank you, Mandy. Then, now you're telling everybody you biked a mountain, Katie. It wasn't. It was mountain hilly. Let's say it's hilly. So then there's eco mode. Then there's sport mode. So in sport mode, you're still biking your same bike, but now you're going like 3 times the length that you would have gone. Then there's tour mode, and you just you do like 2 of these. You're at the top of the mountain, and then when you're at the bottom, and you're like, I'll die trying to go up the mountain. You put it in turbo. And you're in turbo mode, you basically think that you could be in the Olympics. Yeah, mine is, I think all of them are assists. It's not like because I thought that people had e-bikes that when they got on it, it was just like a scooter. Like it would just, like, that's scooter, just say it. Oh, you should be very worried about getting down the mountain. So I think that when you come down the mountain and you're not pedaling and it's just doing this, it's actually revving, like putting electricity back into the bike. Yeah, no. So you do have to make sure you're riding the brake for sure. Marie, I'm sorry, I don't want to go turbo on the bike. I might die. No, you shouldn't go turbo on the way down a mountain. You will die. But on the way up a mountain, like you're like biking, but you're not dying. It is. Mm-hmm. Do they have a granny mode? I'm not trying to race traffic. Yeah, no, for sure. The whole time I was thinking, I bet my mom would have loved to go on this bike ride, but she could not get on a bike. Maybe if they had like an electric tricycle, like a giant one, she'd probably do that. But it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. And it was like all this marshland, but Colorado, because I guess it's just so yeah, you are pedaling the whole time if you're going up, but they also, as you're kind of like coming down like a hill, you don't have to pedal, you're still moving. It's just like a regular bike. But yeah, no, they're not cheap for sure, but you should try to rent one sometime. Just to try it out. I used to mountain bike ride. I miss that. Now I want to. Yeah, it was so beautiful. I mean, for places like Colorado or that are like super hilly where you're like, I'll die getting on a bike. Like, I think that it allows you to see so many things that, do you have to charge them? How long do they last? So it really depends on the mode that you're in, Jen. So, when I was biking, like from here, well, I was in Frisco. From Frisco to the Dillon Dam, it was 7 miles. But it depended on what mode you're in. So like with a car, like a hybrid, like if you're in an eco mode, you can go, 150 miles. But as you move to faster, like if you're in turbo mode, you can go 40, right? Because it's working harder. You can totally buy an e-trike. I just Googled it. Yeah. Are you on vacation or work play? A little bit of both. I actually got a lot of work done while I was here last week in Boulder because I was like, gosh, I got so much work done last week. And I was like, I wonder why it's so different than when I'm home with my mom, my kids, my dog, my house, the car, da, 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 da. And then I named like 12 reasons why I don't get work done. And then when you take them, e-bikes are taking over the streets here in Brooklyn. They go through red lights and stop signs and drive way over the speed limit. Yeah. Oh my gosh. There was a sign. I think it was in Frisco, and it said, join our biathlon. I was like, a biathlon? That's only 2 things. I bet I could do it. And then I read it. Hold on. What was it? It was like this biathlon included like 3 rounds of bowling and then like 2 rounds of riding an e-bike around the block. And I was like, oh, I could be a biathlete. I now want to create a biathlon near me where the 2 things that you're doing are so dumb. It will say on there, you too could be a biathlete. Join us for this rigorous game of bingo and bowling. Right? We're going to raise a lot on an e-bike. E-bike and bowling. I'm telling you. Very healthy and into the outdoor stuff. He's 90 and he looks 70. Make it a triathlon and add an Uber ride. Girl, it's coming together. This is how great ideas come together. Good morning. It's already been a day. Oh, Tammy, I'm sorry. Drinking bourbon while eating hot dogs. There you go. And a water balloon fight. I always thought it was swimming and bike riding, but I love the ridiculous competition. I'm telling you, it was real. It was a full poster in a window. It said, become a biathlete. I was like, because I was probably on my e-bike at the time. I was like, let me just see because I'm telling you, if you have an e-bike on a mountain, you start to think that you actually are riding the bike. I'm like, my legs are basically in Olympic shape. And you're not. You're still out of shape and fat and 9,000 feet in the air. And there's no way you could do it. I'm in for the water balloon fight. Uber, bingo, bowling. But you got to Uber to get there. And that's one of the challenges. I'm telling you, I want to do the event. We're going to raise money for something great. But I want to do it because I want everybody, when you're training leading up to it, that you can all go to work and just say, if somebody's like, do you want cake? You're like, yes, I do. I'm training for a biathlon. I'm like, wait, so you don't want the cake? No, I do. Yeah. Best cake over. Like, but I thought you were in a biathlon. I am. And actually extra weight is helpful. It's bowling and an e-bike, and you'd want to be weighed down because they go fast. Oh, trust me, I saw the bingo. I checked out all the local papers. I was going to go to the yoga. Cake eating is one of the events, guys. Have we talked about what you're eating this morning? Yes. I'm in this great little place. Maybe I'll start making overnight oats. These are really good. Really good. Yeah. It's really good. We'd love to have you for bingo. Erica, are you here? I wish you would have told me. Lorraine's like, how good is it? Are you near a bathroom? No, I asked her if it was gluten-free. She said yes. But oh my gosh, next year, Breckenridge. It's going to be our October trip. No. Now somebody told me about the balloon thing and camel fights or something in Reno. And now I really want to go. You live in Dillon? Erica, I could have seen you on the trail yesterday. The funny thing is I left and I went from Frisco through the trail where the marsh is. I can't believe you're in Dillon. And then I went under the bridge and then down the thing to the Dillon Dam Brewery. Can you hold that up again so I can screenshot? Yeah. Listen, you have the ingredient. Does that mean you can make this? Because I can't. Just because I had the ingredients doesn't mean I'd ever be able to recreate this. Yeah, camel. I don't know if it was camel fights, camel run, something to do with camels. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Yeah, Lauren, anytime that I have been anywhere, like when I was on tour, and I'd say, oh my gosh, this is so good. And I would shove it in my mouth as fast as possible. Within 20 minutes, sick as a dog. So I told Dean eventually, I was like, Dean, if you ever hear me saying, oh my God, this is so good, just slap it out of my hand. Filled with gluten. But this is like good for gluten-free, is what I'm saying. Maybe we could do bingo in December. Mm-hmm. What do people do while the camels Friday? I don't know. Somebody mentioned it. Something about camels. Like Reno has one of the biggest balloon festivals in the world. I made that up, but I feel like it's close. And I was in for that. But then somebody said, and there's something to do with camels after that event. And I was like, you're really sweetening the pot here. And not so super expensive. Done. Mary Coat, you've got a job. Tammy, I'm in Breckenridge today. I'm leaving like right after this show. Oh, it's Albuquerque that has the biggest one. But does it have camels? Okay, well, I think we're done here. Okay, listen, here are your options. Go to Albuquerque to go to the biggest balloon festival in the world, no camels. Go to Reno, second biggest balloon festival in the world, camel fights after. It might just be running of camels. I don't know, but it involves camels. Look, Joey Joe is listen. I'll find you a camel if you come to Albuquerque. Joey Joe must live near there. He was like, bring her. It's a BYOC. BYOC. Bring your own camel. Camel is your Uber. You just got to get up on it. That's what she said. Mm-hmm. There's a hot air balloon festival in Lancaster this weekend. Kezia, will you pick me up? I'm going to go. What time? What time are you picking me up? Kezia, where do you live? Give me your address. I have a monthly subscription. Pour in whatever milk and add a packet. Oh, you can take a screenshot. Yeah. Wait, Tammy. Or is it Michelle? Michelle, tell me. Just message me and tell me who your subscription is with. Yeah. I'm in Southern Maryland. You want to pick up Gabby? Pick up Gabby. Does Georgina. Pick up Gabby on your way up. We'll meet in Philly and we'll head to Lancaster. Mm-hmm. There is a fugitive in PA, so we should be careful. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So good. No, don't pay for a super. They are super easy to make. Oh no, Mandy. I feel like you haven't met me. Mm-hmm. Of course, Georgina said it. Somebody was going to say it. The 50th Balloon Festival is in Queensbury, New York next weekend. Oh, so many balloons. I don't know why. Uh-huh. Yeah, at this point, maybe the fugitive is running an Uber. I don't know. He's hiding in plain sight, as far as I can tell. Mm-hmm. I cannot. What is after berries? I cannot read. Let me just do this. Berries, honey, coconut milk, chia, almond butter, berries, honey. And don't eat if you are allergic to nuts. I make my own overnight oats. Oats, milk, peanut butter, honey, chocolate chips. Oh, Trina, that sounds good. Not good. I don't know. Maybe I should try to be somebody that makes overnight oats. Don't you remember the one day we were talking and somebody was like, I make my own butter. And I was like, get out. Get out of this chat right now. You over here churning. I can't even warm up pizza. And you gotta be up in here talking about butter. Nobody likes you. Yeah, Brooke was he got shot last night by a homeowner. What? Mendy's like, I don't want to brag, but I do eat my own Lucky Charms. Thank you for saying that. Because that's how I feel. There it is. There's a true brag. Yeah. I've been on a giant troll kick since seeing your love with the troll. I had no idea we had one. In fact, there is a troll in New Jersey, not far from my house, and I'll be going live from that location. I can make my own toast. A lot of bragging happening. It is oat milk. Yeah. Wow. I haven't been, but I eat a lot of other stuff from scratch. I'm so impressed. When people just don't you remember when I was making the bread, and I put pictures of that bread as if it was porn on the internet. I had lighting. I lit the loaf of bread. You would have thought that bread was about to get its own like spread in a calendar. I should put a loaf of bread in for one of the months. The calendar next. Oh, if I go to the look at me. Wouldn't that be nice? I can make my own coffee. Sarah, I feel like I haven't made bread in a while because it's not a summer thing. It's like a winter thing. So I'm going to gather. Look at all the bragging that's happening. Putting Eggo waffles in the toaster. Yeah. Yeah, look at all the bragging. Did you go to the concert in Dillon last night? Ugh, Erica, I didn't know there was a concert in Dillon. Yeah. As far as I know, Di is feeling okay. She's been bebopping here and there. So, yeah. Anyway, so, Erica, I got to call you next time I'm up here. Erica, put together my social calendar. Alice, I am in Breckenridge, Colorado, and I am at a little coffee shop and getting ready to head out. And it's been beautiful. I can't imagine what this must be like in the winter. I think it's super cold here, like the kind of cold that like gets in your bones. You're just like, I cannot get warm. And it's what, September? I can't even imagine what it must be like in like the dead of winter. I don't know that Jersey girls last here. But anyway, yep, I'm out of here. Winter lasts forever here. Yeah, I don't think so. The cold slaps you in the face. And it's so, like I said, it's so beautiful. There's like a little bit of snow on the roof across the way, probably on the mountains as well. But like I said, the lake that's down near Dillon The dam, it's just so beautiful. Like, it's just, and then here's what's so crazy is that New Jersey is so congested. And so, like, you can stand at the dam and there's like six beautiful mountains and then this beautiful lake. And I feel like you could sit there and you could count the houses. Like there's a house, there's a house, there's 10 houses in this whole landscape. And you just think, gosh, if this was Jersey, you wouldn't even see the mountain, or California. They'd just be covered. So to come to a place that is feels like it's barely inhabited, like it's just so beautiful. Um, so it's and so this town I think was like 1869, and I think Frisco was shortly before after. But what's so interesting is, right, that so Frisco has this amazing history and has moved all of these like cabins and has all of these old buildings they've restored, and they're really into their history. Um, and one of the interesting, but think about this for a second. So in like 1950, the population of Frisco was like 200 people. 1950. Now it's starting to grow, and now they can't keep up with housing. There's housing going up everywhere. But it's just so crazy to me that in 1950 there would be any place that now, like, this is just so populated, so touristy. But 70 years ago there was 200 people here. It's so crazy. And then there was one part of Frisco, I think it was owned by, it's called Foot's Rest. It's like a candy store, so the family's called the Foots, and they owned this whole corner block. And now they're moving one of the buildings because the value of that land is so high now. They're like, let's move this building to like someplace else, and they put like a hotel there. But like, imagine like your family bought like acres and acres in some place that's now, in 1900 there were 100,000 due to the gold rush. Yeah, Erica, that's what was so crazy. The gold rush, tons of people. And then by 1950 there were 200 people here. Yeah, it's so crazy. um Erica's gonna be like our resident Colorado expert for this area. It's so beautiful. Erica, how long have you lived here? Did you move here around the 1950s? You're too young for that. But um and it's so funny because I couldn't tell you where Dylan started or ended. Like, I left, I was still in Frisco. And then is it Silverthorne? So it's like right there. Dylan is such a 13 years. So pretty. Anyway, so it's been great. Kind of I've never been to Colorado. You have to check it out, Melanie. It's quite beautiful. But check and see which elevation your head wants to be at. Original Dylan is under the lake. What does that even mean? Original Dylan is under the lake. I need to look that up. I'm going to look at what Erica just said, and I will get back to you on whatever the heck that means. Under the lake. What? See, now I'm going to read about it the whole way home. So listen, everybody. Thanks for joining me this morning on this Tuesday. Erica's like, it's true. Look it up. I'm going to look it up. Thanks for joining me this morning from Colorado. Tonight we'll be in Dirty Jersey for Tipsy Tuesday. Yep, I'll be home tonight for Tipsy Tuesday, barring any delays, but I should be. And I'm still on, Moon. You made it. I was just there for my daughter's college graduation. Yeah. Oh gosh, could you imagine? So when we were in Boulder, I guess the semester was just starting, and there were kids everywhere. Yeah, Erica, you got some splaining to do. Yeah. How are you not exhausted? I am, Jackie. But I think I did an okay job trying to stay on East Coast time. So hopefully it won't be too bad getting back to things. But anyway, everybody go take an Uber. Do something. I can't believe it. Nobody's been in an Uber. or go for an e-bike ride in the mountains, do something fun, or hit a balloon festival. Kezia, Gabby, pack your bags. Let me know what time we're leaving. But like Judy says, do something lovely for yourself today. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tonight or tomorrow morning if you can't join us tonight. So have a great day and a blessed day, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed today's morning show, make sure to follow us for more One Funny Mother content.
Okay, all right. Morse code is tapping.
And check out OneFunnyMotherStore.com for great new inappropriate swag. And for more exclusive content, consider becoming a supporter.
She got a bad leg.
Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow on One Funny Morning.